Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Pretty Hands Mah Jongg readings. This reading will be for my fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, for the week of July 15th, 2019. So we are knee deep in Mercury retrograde, which has been impacting me in every way imaginable. Let's not even talk about it, but still I rise, still I record. Let's see. Yes, so sorry about that, but yeah, and we have this on Tuesday, July 16th. We have a partial full moon eclipse in Capricorn. Goodness gracious. Because you have your emotions and spirituality and navigating all of this cosmic stuff that you already still don't have the answers for, right? All these deep emotional waters, and then on top of that you have it in Capricorn. So you have Capricorn, who is no nonsense, like keep pushing, right? Doing the work. And when you have those two together, it's just kind of like almost like a disaster. That's just what I think. It's not a disaster. It's just Capricorn is going to push you to do the emotional work that you have been prompted to do all year. That's all of us. So it's like if you haven't been doing it, then this full moon eclipse is going to hurt. But if you have been, then you know you're almost done. Everything is basically out of the bottom, so to speak. Okay, so what are the major things for my fire signs for the week of July 15th, 2019, please? Drum roll. Okay, so East card. Interesting. And I definitely wanted to do y'all's first upload because last week was crazy with the Mercury retrograde. They did not want me to upload your video for nothing, so I wanted to make it a point to upload y'all's first. Okay, so angel number 94, fire signs. Look it up, see if it resonates with you. First card we got is the East card. Now it's interesting. The East is about yourself, your awakening, stepping into who you are, your identity. But notice that it's eclipsed. Notice that the sun is being eclipsed by the tree, right? So you have this tree, which is abundance, right? You have these wings that are swirling on it, all these emotions and all of this stuff, and the sun is trying to hide. But that's not who you are, right? That's not who you are. You focusing on yourself, but you cannot hide. You can't hide fire signs. Interesting. Then you got that next to the 9-wand heaven. So all about completion. All about completion. That's what full moons are about anyway, bringing things to an end, to a close, but not just in a bad way. Right? Because usually we think completions, oh, things gotta leave in my life, all the stuff is over, right? Some completions are good. Think about when school is over, right? For the year, that's a happy completion. Think about when you finally complete a pay cycle or a project or something like that. Like, that's a good completion. This is about divine completion though too, right? The universe having your back, because this is about perfection too. So think all this in divine timing. Stuff that is wrapping up now is like, it's been a long time coming. Then you got the 4 circles jade, fire sign. So it's about stability in relationships, stability in money, stability in your house, right? Because squares are the shape of rooms, houses. So stability in that, working hard to get to it, working hard to get to things that you know that you are owed, right? Working to get to the bottom of stuff. And at the bottom of it is your true worth. So I feel like this is about you. I feel like you're working hard to get to your core, the core of your identity, who you are. And for a lot of people, we're working on is internal. All of the stuff that's coming out of this full moon is internal, right? But some completions. Interesting. Okay, so, or for some of you too, just stepping into who you are and your identity will mean that you're gonna have to wrap up some financial ventures too, right? Maybe you got too many jobs, maybe you don't like your job or something like that, or this will allow you let go of one situation so that you can make room for another. But let's see. Let's clarify. Okay, we got a guardian. The dragon. I've seen the dragon. There are certain cards that don't come out often, and I just think that's fascinating. Especially when you have cards that repeat and repeat and repeat. You're like, wow. In the same reading. Some of them high. Okay, so you got the 5 circle dragon. Talking about change, which I mentioned. Sudden change. This is about windfalls, money, luck, right? But again, what do dragons do? They breathe fire. Fire signs, that's perfect. You already know about that, baby. And that dragon is right underneath the east. You bring who you are. Don't forget that you are a dragon fire sign. You breathe fire, baby. Yes, dragons bring luck. And you know, in China, they have the parades in New Year. Oh, it's a dragon. Oh, it's ushering in luck and, you know, fertility and abundance and all of that. But them things breathe fire. They play no games, right? When it's time to change, dragons know how to do that. And in some Chinese mythology, dragons can fly too. So don't play no dragons or beasts. That's what they want you to remember that you are. It also came with a guardian though, right? The farmer, which is about abundance, working hard, getting to the root of things. What I tell you with the jade, right? Getting to the heart of the matter, digging through the dirt, putting your back into it so that you can plant exactly what you want to plant, so that you can get to your abundance, right? But that takes work, and he's doing that by himself. This is something you got to do yourself. Fire signs are no strangers or getting to hard work and doing stuff themselves. So put coupled together, you could have some issues this week with money or with luck. Y'all could feel like, okay, things just ain't going my way. This is just not my time, right? That's not it. It's just because it's this eclipse and you have to deal with the emotional stuff. Remember, external reflects the internal, right? You can only manifest stuff externally that have been, once you've done the internal work, right? So people who just have bad luck or bad day after bad day, that stuff is internal, right? They say, I woke up and I stubbed my toe and then the cat scratched me and then I burned myself on my coffee and I got into accident. That's because it's all coming internally. They're not breaking the vibration. That's why that happens. It can also happen the other way, or you can stop it. That happens to me even, personally. People are like, you don't have bad luck. That's because I know when to get on top of the vibration, right? When something goes wrong, I don't stay in it. I see where this is going. So that's what this is about. I don't want you to get scared and be like, dang, I was already feeling like my look wasn't good, and I was already not feeling good about, you know, my identity, myself, and that's just the full moon stuff, y'all. It's just making you work at it. Look, there's a partner saying just work at it. Your abundance is there. You gotta get to the heart of the matter, though. So if you're having an issue with money this week, if you're having an issue with look, get to the heart of the matter. Dig deep and see, okay, am I spending money on stupid stuff? Am I misappropriating money? Am I not, am I not getting all the money that's due? Am I not making enough money, right? Things like that. If your luck is not feeling good, do the work. Internally, what am I doing? Am I thinking that I'm unlucky? Because guess what? If internally you thinking you're unlucky, you're going to be unlucky. That's how it's going to manifest. So get to the heart of it. But you can do it. Let's clarify this Kevin card. So heaven, we're talking about completions, perfection. You got the 8 wine night. So some anxiety, we know that. Some uncertainties. For me, this is coming off as jitters, right? Y'all just being like, trying to figure it out and not knowing and being uncertain, and you kind of just getting antsy, restless. But that's okay. That's to be expected. Again, it's like drinking a lot of coffee, and now you got the jitters or caffeine. You know that, so you don't have to be scared like, oh my gosh, why am I shaking? Because that's a natural side effect, a byproduct of what you've already done. So your anxiety that you might be feeling now is a byproduct of the fact that, you know, you're not feeling lucky or things ain't going as smoothly as you would like, right? Because I have a Aries moon, so I know I like to charge in and make it happen, especially when it comes to emotions. Yeah, right. Not when it's in Capricorn. You can't do that, right? Capricorn demands, the moon in Capricorn demands that you deal with this stuff, no matter how painful it may be. 8 is also a karmic number. So you're clearing stuff up. I told you, this is all divine. Tying or untying some stuff. I don't know. Dealing with some stuff and, you know, some uncertainty, some nervousness. It's all good. It's all good, y'all. Don't worry about it. 2 circles time. Stability. A writer, a young man, a person who is plotting out their life. Getting it all together. Now, I think this is interesting that it's right underneath the card. Right? The card. So, excuse me. The card. So, the card we're using to clarify the heaven card, right? 4 bamboo. Patience. Things coming to him. All of this is the same thing, right? I didn't skip it. It's just all coming together in the same thing. More cards to get the bigger picture. So, you have this stability coming from the card. This knowledge coming that you have gotten as a result of feeling unlucky, having to do work. This wisdom. And guess what? His abundance is coming to him anyway. So, it don't even matter. Don't even matter. Right? And then you have the white. Again, I've already said this stuff. I already said this. divine assistance, completion. It's your world, baby girl, right? I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. You know what I'm saying? It's our look. He's looking at a blank slate. He's looking at the divinity happening. He's looking at infinite possibility, right? So again, with this month, the anxiety that comes from the dragon, right? Clarifying the heaven. Hey, this is completion. Ain't nothing you can do. This is the most perfect card of the deck. Ain't nothing nobody can do. This is like a no weapons form against this y'all prosper type card, right? Ain't nothing you can do to negate the heaven card. Stability, right? Thinking, contemplating, plotting out your move before you make them fire sign. Look, both of them, a young man and an old man, what do they have in common? They both thinking. They both think about the move before they make them, right? They're very strategic about what they need to do. Strategic about their partnerships. Strategic about their money. I told you that already. Be strategic about your spending. Or how even your investments, right? Going forward. Think about them before you do them. Don't be hasty. This ain't the time for that. Look at what he's looking at. The setting sun. Sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So this could be, some of y'all are contemplating a partnership. Somebody else could be some issues. Okay, well maybe we're gonna clash, right? They come from this side, I come from this side. This is two different worlds. That's okay. Or a partnership of two seemingly different fields, right? Somebody's a musician and somebody's a chef, like trying to bring that together. You don't have to necessarily be romance. But don't worry, when these things clash, they eventually settle, right? They merge into one, and it's beautiful, right? The waves are what make the ocean beautiful, right? Even though to the water and the currents, it may not feel good crashing up against another current, but ultimately that's what leads to the beauty. And he's looking at the setting sun. So some of y'all too might be very cognizant of time. Some of y'all worry about how long something has been taking. For some of y'all, it's really like a relationship, right? Or a partnership at work, or a business partnership, especially. Okay, I've been waiting, and this is taking too long. For some of you, it's waiting too long for stability. When is this going to happen? Right? You get nervous because he's looking at the setting sun. He's stable. He's good. But you could be looking at the situation or this partner like, hey, the sun is setting. The clock is ticking. But you also need to realize that you're looking at something beautiful. It takes time. Look at the card. He acquires wisdom only through time and listening and waiting. So it's going to take some time, y'all. Whatever you antsy about, it's going to take some time. So these ain't no bad cards, y'all. This is not a bad read. It's not a gloom and doom read by any means. So you got the South card. Okay. Jade. Clarifying the Jade. So success. Moving in the direction that you need to move in. Doing what you need to do. Look at the abundance. Diversifying. I told you that. If some of you are worried about investment, diversifying. How you do it. Diversifying even your work. Even what you call stability. So you say, okay, I have a house, I have a, diversify the word stability. Be stable on all levels. Be stable in other ways too, right? Are you creatively stable, fire sign? Are you emotionally stable? Are you mentally stable? All of that plays a part. It ain't just about finances now. Think about that. Working hard to get to where you want to be in this abundance. And diversifying. Even friends, circles. Right? Okay, everything is working out. I know who I am. I know. But even with yourself, I think it's interesting that the first card was the East card. Are you stable in yourself on all levels? This is time for you to address yourself on all levels, fire sign. Not just outward trappings of life. That ain't the only measure of success. And that ain't the only thing that you got to work hard on. You cannot just continue to avoid emotions because they hard and, just keep getting money. Keep focusing on that. You can't do that. Now, I'm telling you that this is not the time for that. Right? The moon in Capricorn is not about to let you do that no more. We got the center, the ascended masters over you. Right? So you got your heart and your angels got you. You right on target. This is success. Everything is going exactly how it's supposed to. All of your hard work is leading you exactly where you need to. And look at that. Look at the different leaves again. Oh, the feather blew off when I said that. Diversifying. Making sure you're well-rounded. Making sure you're taking care of yourself in your life on all levels, that you're being balanced. Not just focusing on one aspect of your life and success in that one aspect. Not getting too distracted by one aspect of your life that might be taking too long. Right? Maybe your physical appearance or something like that. finances, you're like, okay, I've been working hard, I've been working out, I've been working, all these extra hours. It's taking too long for me to see gain from that, right? Diversify. Maybe you need another income. Maybe you need to be doing some other exercises, right? Partnership. Okay, where is this going? Maybe you need to start looking into some other people, talking to somebody else and seeing like, okay, what your options are, right? Playing the field if this is romance. It could be. I don't see romance, but with the East and the West, it's always a possibility in the center card. So for some of you, it is. Y'all getting tired of waiting on this person. Diversify. One wine entering. Barriers being lifted. And you got this with the Heaven card, right? One is about intuition, taking the initiative, walking through this door, the universe lifting barriers for you. Now notice this fire sign, she ain't just opening up, charging in. She ain't even got no key. So that means the door had to already have been unlocked for her to even walk through. But look, she was ready for it. She's looking into the door as she's walking through, not looking behind her, right? She's ready. That takes emotional work. That takes mental, all of that. It ain't just what she did to be physically prepared. She had to be mentally ready. Otherwise, she wouldn't be looking into the door. She'd be looking the other way. But that was, once she did the work that she needed to do, the universe just opened up the lock. Now that could happen too. This is right under the West card. So somebody could be lifting barriers for you, right? Like, okay, you tired of waiting. Okay, I'm gonna help you out. Right? Your patience might be rewarded this week. But it's gonna take some work, I'll tell you that. You got the farmer and the jade. You gonna work for it, you gonna earn whatever. Stay calm, stay cool-headed, fire signs. Right? Think about your moves before you make them. Don't trip off anxiety. Untie whatever you need to. Just clear that out. Clear that, no stress. See the beauty in conflicts that are productive. So if this is about your pay, if this is about something like that, there's beauty in that. You're like, oh, the same BS, I gotta ask for a promotion, or the same BS, where are we going argument. See the beauty in it. You making progress, you getting information. Whether or not it's the information you want, you are getting information. Therefore, that has to be beautiful. But yeah, you about to shine. Yep. You know who you are now. You know who you are. That's good. I like that. That was pretty. I like that. I like the cards that came on that. Okay, we'll start with Aries. Alright, Aries. 9 wine heaven. Angel number 27, Aries. Look it up, see if it resonates with you. Okay. Completions. Yeah, this full moon, but it's perfection. So know with Aries that everything is divine. Don't be afraid to leave some stuff behind that may need to be left behind. And that's not necessarily physical, or not exclusively physical. There's a female partner when I said that. But also emotional. Some thought patterns, some way of living, ways of being that just ain't working. Even if it's working on one level, remember the general message is about balance in all areas of your life, right? So you might have to leave some stuff behind emotionally, or the way you think about stuff, the way that you work too hard and burn yourself out in order to, be abundant. That you can't keep doing it. Or, work hard for those things at the expense of other areas of your life, at the expense of your relationships, at the expense of yourself. Maybe you don't have time for yourself, or you don't have time to deal with emotions. There's a male cardinal bird, just when I said that. So some of y'all are working too hard on not the wrong thing, but it's unbalanced. Put that effort into other areas of your life. Just like the general read, right? It's completion. It's time for that. And the universe got your back. It's perfection. That's what you're moving toward. But you got to be balanced. Can't have all the money and still be, emotionally a wreck, or mentally, psychologically messed up. What good does that do you? Leo. Ooh. Okay. Angel number 31. Look it up, Leo. See if that resonates with you. Interesting. So, some isolation, some stress, some distress, Leo. Oh, okay, I get it. So the first card that we pulled from the general was the East card. talking about yourself. Leo is the sign of self. Leos are very much proud, very much about their identity, being the center of attention. Very fun creatures, but they like to have the spotlight on them. And with this eclipse, you know, and the moon being in Capricorn, some of y'all could be kind of getting the blues from that. Because guess what? It's about the ego. The Leo is heavily vested in its ego, and that works for the lion, right? Because ain't nobody gonna challenge it. But sometimes there's the other side of the coin, to where you have to look at the flip side of that. What am I doing for myself emotionally, right? Am I clearing? Am I cleaning? Am I bettering myself on other levels, right? Because if you spend too much time in the spotlight, you don't give enough time to the internal, right? The reflection, right? If the lights are too bright, you're not looking at the other side of it. You're not going internally. You're just looking at the external stuff, the beauty on the outside, and everything that you've gotten from your ego. So I think this is a time to kind of give your ego a backseat, and a lot of Leos ain't gonna like that. So you might feel isolated from the world. You might feel like the world has gone cold. You know, like nothing is going right, like the lights have turned off in your life, like the universe hates you. It don't, Leo. It don't. It's just time for you to deal with that emotional stuff that you've been putting on the back burner for a very long time. So that's what it is, you know, you good. That's all. Just this eclipse stuff is gonna hit different signs differently, different people, right? That's all it is. All right, Sagittarius. So you got the list card. Angel number 30, look it up, Sagittarius, see if that resonates with you. Somebody else. So I feel like this is you might having to smooth things out with somebody else, right? Your sense of self might be tied too much into somebody else, right? Because the general messages are you working too hard for others last week. So that might need to, you might have to be more balanced, more blended. I keep saying that. Also more goal focused, more focused on your objectives. But as they impact other people, right? Not necessarily relate to other people. It could be shared objectives. It could be partnerships. But I think this is how they impact other people. Allowing the waves of life to smooth themselves out, knowing that some things, Sagittarius, you're not going to be able to solve. You're not going to be able to just dive head first, right? Because guess what? There's an ebb and flow to the ocean, to waters. Sometimes this current gives and sometimes this current gives. And that's how it smooths itself out. If both currents just keep fighting against each other, the water will be stagnant. And that benefits nobody, right? The moon ain't having that with the tides pulling. So your message, Sagittarius, is to be open to diplomacy. Be open to a give and take in your dealings with other people. Be open to alternative ways of getting what you want and making your objectives happen. Be open to focusing on how going after what you want impacts other people around you too. All right, fire signs, thank you for listening. Have a good week. 23-23. Peace out.